Hey guys, welcome to Nightlife with the Afterlife. I'm your host, Rabbit. This is episode 3. Tonight's episode is a car fire. So, we get the call about a car that had burst into flames. Not sure how, no idea. So, we show up on scene, and the fire department has already put the fire out on the car. And all you can instantly smell coming through the vents is charred metal and burnt flesh. Like it is so distinct. You cannot get that out of your nostrils. And I get out of the van and I make my way up to the scene, and all I see is what's left of a car until I get closer, and then I see the body. The body is burnt to shit. Like basically cremated theirself in their car. It is the most one of the most craziest things that I've ever seen. Um, and all the skin had just melted completely off. So there's literally bone and just cooked burnt meat. It smelled like an open pit barbecue. That's the best way I can describe it. Well, we get ready. They get the fire department out there to open the jaws of life to get the car door open. I mean, that's the only way we're going to get in. And I grab the arm, and wet charred meat is like a sponge. It's like squeezing a wet sponge. It is gnarly, and you couldn't even tell if it was a man, woman. You couldn't tell anything because all you see is burnt meat on the face, and it's just a skull, and all on the arms, just arms had drawn up, and it was just so crispy, and I could not get that smell out of my nostrils. Well, we finally get the body out and get that taken care of, and when we went to pull, he was, or she, whatever, was just melted to the seat of the car. So we're just having to just pull as careful as we can and pry it off the seat of the car. And I get that done with, and that was pretty horrific because it doesn't look natural. It almost looks like a Halloween prop, like Halloween prop. And a few days go by, and I finally, I go get me some lunch, and I'm feeling barbecue. I'm not thinking about it, so I get me a barbecue sandwich, and I bite into the sandwich, and the only thing that comes to my mind was like, I can taste what I smelled days before. Like, just that charred meat, and that's all I can taste. And I didn't know how to handle that. It almost ruined barbecue for me, and that is a huge disappointment if it did, but it didn't. So when you smell that, and you will never forget that odor, you will never forget it. Like, some of the things I've come across are so intense that no one can understand unless they see it or do it themselves. They will never understand the things that I've seen. And that's kind of why I wanted to do these stories, so you can kind of get an idea of what I've seen and what I've had to deal with. And that was probably the worst burned body I've come across. I mean, there's each body's different, each call's different, everything is different, nothing is the same, and a charred body, it's just something you will never forget. Come to find out, he was doing like triple digits down a major highway, lost control, and just flipped and rolled the car, and it burst into flames like that. And it's like last week's episode, don't speed, don't lose control, don't try and show off. You're gonna end up in a body bag, you're gonna end up in the morgue. Just, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff, man. You got to be safe, you got to pay attention, or you'll be seeing us next. Just be safe out there. But yeah, next time you go get barbecue, think about this. See if it ruins your appetite. This is going to conclude episode 3 of Nightlife with the Afterlife. As always, I'm your host, Rabbit. Don't forget to go check out Sketchy Tank. They are a great brand. Great shirts. Great hats. Great stuff. Nightlife with the Afterlife. Go check them out. Also, if you go to Halloween stores, Halloween Spirit is open. Some of their locations. They opened the one up by me. Got super excited. That's where I got this little guy right here. So yeah, go to Spirit Halloween. Check them out. Go to Sketchy Tank and check out some of their products. Y'all have a good night.